In Massive's most recent state of the game, I saw a change that I did not agree with whatsoever. If you guys saw my 80 plus cash opening video, you would know after that video that that is the new way to farm high ends in 1.4. And the great thing about it was every person could do it. It wasn't you had to pay for underground to farm these high ends and then take those into the dark zone where you're faced against players who might not have the DLC. This was a way for everyone to be at a level playing field and no one had unfair advantages over one another. When I was first told that this was a thing, hell, I knew this was an intentional fix because patching the underground farming run, that does not fix the problem, and that is something that they did promise us on a stream which I showcased on my channel. And when I logged in on launch day of 1.4 and I noticed that I still had my low level high ends, I knew there had to be something that is going to level out the playing field. And that was the high-end sealed caches that everybody can purchase. Now, Massive has taken this working, balanced, and fair aspect of their game and reverted it back to the old, unbalanced, unfair system that we saw in 1.3. Now, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, if you are a low-level character, and by that I mean anyone that is under level 30, you could join a level 30's game and get access to their vendors, which at that point you could trade any of the 3 currencies in the game to get caches. It was the only thing at the vendor you could buy, and it would reward you with high ends at your level. And they have now changed it to where you can no longer get high ends if you were to join a level 30's game. And their reasoning for that, which they said on State of the Game, was that people were going into the dark zone with high ends and that's just not fun for anyone. So that raises a very alarming question for me, and that is, so for the people that have gotten high ends now, whether it was from underground or from the sealed caches in 1.4, and they're now locked in, their high ends have not been taken away, and for the people that want to gear up and compete at that level, they're locked out. They can't get high ends anymore. At what point is that fun? You know, it's situations like this that really makes me wish I could have been part of the elite task force, or at least my voice could have been heard a little bit more by the developers, because I would have pushed the issue of auto-aim shotties and high ends and low level brackets so much to where either something would have been done about them, or at least I would be able to come back with an answer to why these things are happening. So I have one suggested change that I think should take place because there's always going to be people in those brackets. That's why they have those servers up. There's going to be new players coming in, and it's just simply not fun to have them just completely steamrolled and get a bad impression on what the Dark Zone actually is. There's also going to be players that hate gear sets. They just don't like how much gear sets curve PvP, which is originally why I went into that bracket. Those players are going to be roaming those dark zones. So I have 2 suggested changes that would essentially fix this problem. One, which I think would be the easiest, is just revert back to letting us buy sealed caches if we were to join a level 30. And the second one being, now that everyone is locked in or locked out, you can now wipe high ends and then everybody would be at a level playing field, and then the best gear that you can wear on that level would come from the dark zone, which I think makes the most sense. However, it's not the easiest to do. I'm just going to end this video off by saying no disrespect to Massive. I really do appreciate what they do there. I just thought I would leave some constructive criticism because I think this would improve the game overall, and I'm sure from a developer and a player's perspective, that's in our best interest. I really do appreciate you guys watching this video. I'm going to be tagging some community managers and developers in the title, so every time you hit the like button, it's going to notify them on Twitter. So dropping a like on this video would really help me out, and I would appreciate it a lot. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out, everybody.